Gentlemen, if any of you have read the novel 1984, there's one thing that is always being asked for in that novel, and it's razor blades, like to shave your face. And I think that the razor blade was being used in the case of where it took the place of like everyday things. So whenever that gentleman was asking for a razor blade, I think that took the place of like, hey, people can't even get razor blades. So you can pretty much fill in the blank as to what other things they weren't allowed to or just could not get because they weren't available. Now let me show you some of the things that I picked up, and if you have any ideas or suggestions as to what other things would become luxuries during a collapse, please share it with us by leaving it in the comments below. Now the first thing that I'm going to show you here are these muffin pans that I got at Costco. The muffin pans that we have now, we got at an auction years ago, and they are done, ladies and gentlemen. And I was very pleased to see that these were made in the USA by a family-owned business. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, will be a very big luxury item when the balloon pops. Just look at other countries that have gone through economic collapse or that are going currently through like a Great Depression. How difficult it is for them to get laundry detergent. Now, as I've said in the past, you can make your own laundry detergent. But the trick here is, ladies and gentlemen, is to maintain normalcy. To have those things that your family enjoys now and to have them in quantity. That way, when they become unavailable, you can have a state of normalcy, or at least your family can. And that way you don't have to be stressed more than what you already have to be because you're going through some kind of a crisis, be it a short or a long one. Now, all of these products here we use on a daily basis here. And let me tell you what, that OxyClean is a great product. One of the things that I do with that OxyClean is I use it to put my washing machine through a cleanse cycle. I put in about a half a cup of OxyClean and about a half a cup of citric acid, which works really great at getting all of the built up soap scum. Now this will definitely become a luxury item. As many of you saw, I opened up one of my older jars of pepper that I rotated out of my pantry, and this is just filling in the gaps, ladies and gentlemen. Very important to rotate your preps and make sure that you are filling in those gaps.
So now you can see this is not all completely melted, but once this goes back into the oven, it's at 175, okay? And I've got this like this, you can see. So, right? All right. These ones are ready to go. So I am going to wipe the rims, dry off the lids, get everything ready, okay? Finish up with this, and then I'm going to put the jars into the oven. I'm going to put the stove on 190, and once it gets to 190, well, I'll probably leave it about 15-20 minutes anyway. And then what will happen is the jar will seal, and the 190 will pasteurize maybe any pathogens I brought to the food as I'm doing this. Okay? Now, the only thing I would be concerned about, it would be, because you have to remember, I'm going to be making ghee pretty soon, okay? With butter, right? But in the meantime, the only thing I would be concerned about is it's going to go into storage after the fact. 6 months to 8 months, a year, or whatever it is. Because it will last longer like this, people. It's in a jar versus in a plastic, okay? And it's not being cross-contaminated as you go through the whole bucket, right? But the only thing I would be concerned about, and what I would watch for, is when the time comes to open the jar, if there was mold on top, then I wouldn't eat it. But if everything's looking good, smelling good, you're good to go, okay? Okay, so I'm going to try and zoom in on this. I'm going to show you something. Now, I personally think it's just within the product itself. And, of course, my screen where I'm looking, I can't see nothing because it needs to be wiped off. But no product, Andres, be quiet. No product is 100% pure. Okay, you can't see it, but what I'm trying to say is here. Okay, as I'm doing this, I can see little specks of something. Now, it could be coconut shell for all I know. Right? So I'm trying to take them off. So this is why it's important that you pasteurize this and seal these jars after the fact. Because something like that could be a conductor for mold. Kind of like when you're doing fermenting. Right? I'm just saying. Looking pretty good so far though, eh? Okay, so the jars with the chunks in them, because this is softening up, right? You can see what I'm doing, so it melts at the same time, because you don't want no air pockets in there. This is the liquid that completely melted. Now, these jars are ready to go into the oven when I'm ready to do 190, right? And only finger tight, people, just in case air wants to be released, right? But this is straight up liquid, so it should be fine. In a situation like that, you're going to get air pockets. So I'm going to melt this as much as I can, and because it's in there, I'm feeling much better than versus in this. But the heat is so low, so, you know, what else can you do, right? Okay, people, this is the same day. I'm just going to pop this in in between this coconut butter. Okay, I'm still working on it, and I'm just kind of biding time here. And I'm watching one of Alex Jones' shows, and I think this is supposed to be Trudeau, people. I have seen 3 different images that I can think of right now, just in this little bit of clip, and I've just started watching it, where Trudeau looks different. And you know what? I'm not surprised, because I've already done my thing on Trudeau. I just haven't really posted it online. In terms of, you know, I like to zoom in and take a good look, right? That kind of thing. And it was already determined by me that he's got more than one body double. Like, seriously. Just what I've seen here, he looked different 3 times. And I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be Trudeau. But whoever this dude is, who doesn't look like Trudeau right now, does that look like Trudeau to you? No, but I think he is. What I want you to notice is that he's cross-eyed. Clearly, this individual is cross-eyed. Okay? I know cross-eyed when I see it. I have a grandson who is cross-eyed. Okay? There's the white of his eyes. There's the white of his eyes. His eye is going like this, and this one's going like that. Okay? And it even looks like he's got a little red demon eye in there. Okay? He kind of sounds like Trudeau, but he sure in the heck doesn't look like Trudeau. And what really perturbs me, okay, like, we know what happened to my grandson just like yesterday, people. And this individual, whoever he is, had the audacity to say this. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Sorry. My eyes are going buggy. Whoop. That's too far.
Saying, I think we should put people in prison. I think
that's not what I want.
Attacking your fundamental rights. Or
okay, well, we'll just look. Rights. See? Okay, there's that Trudeau. I think there's another one before him.
We're still going to go ahead and do it. Oui, on va s'en sortir de cette pandémie par la vaccination.
Is that Trudeau? Because if that's Trudeau, that doesn't look like Trudeau. Okay? It doesn't. And I noticed that before. Okay?
We won't give in to those who fly racist flags. We won't cave.
Okay? There. Look. Totally different dude. Okay? Like, this is a sad-looking body double. I don't know what this is, but look at his jowls. This, you know when I talk about bodysuits, people, and how they initially get created, and all you have to do is look at what they did to Chimay's body to understand what I'm saying? Okay? Take this face to exposure. And you might be surprised what you frickin' find. Okay? There could be little electrode pads underneath this individual's skin with fucking motherboards in the hair. And only exposure would pick up something like that. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't know. This Trudeau, what? He gains weight? Like, he looks kind of like blimpish. Right? Right? He looks like a little bit like a blimp now. Even down in here. Right? But you go to another clip, and he'll look completely different.
To those who engage in vandalism or dishonor the memory of our veterans.
Okay?
So to
Well,
those
I want you to
responsible
see
for this
something that
behavior,
really got me mad.
It needs to stop. There's a level
Okay, does that guy look the same? He's not blimpy looking. He's chiseled. Okay, this one's got a chiseled face. Okay?
Admiration I actually have for China. Because their basic dictatorship.
Okay? Now he's rounding out a bit. But of course, they gotta hide their bullshit. So what better way than to do that? Just to keep you confused. And if you're one of them wearing that kind of stuff, well, let me remind you, you're just smothering your hippocampus.
Regardless of the
Which will lead into early Alzheimer's, which could lead, maybe not would lead, but could lead into dementia, Parkinson's disease, and other brain deteriorating illnesses. They don't tell you that though, do they? No.
the fact that we are attacking your fund.
I mean, I'm sorry, people. I must be just old school, but I don't take anybody wearing a mask seriously. I really don't. Okay? I just don't.
Fundamental rights.
I wanted to get snide, but I'm trying to be polite.
Or limiting your fundamental rights.
Okay, there was something, I gotta pay attention.
And the charter says that wrong. We're still going to go ahead and do it.
Talk about being, okay, is this Trudeau? Does that look like the same guy? That looks like some kind of newscaster on some station from somewhere. Okay? That does not look like Trudeau. Kind of sounds like him though.
We all
Okay, now this is what we're going to read here. Yes, we will emerge from this pandemic through vaccination. I guess if they say it enough, so that you hear it enough, you'll believe it. Because I can't think of any other reason why they are doing what they're doing.
on va s'en sortir de cette pandémie par la vaccination. Puis
Okay.
on en connaît.
Does that sounds like Trudeau, right? Doesn't look like Trudeau though. There's nothing about him that looks like Trudeau. Absolutely nothing. That's a totally different fucking guy there, okay? We know people who are still making up their minds. And we will try to convince them. No, you're going to bully, intimidate, harass, threaten, scare, right? Deny, right? Pull out, I wanted to say the big guns, but you know how gang stalking works, right, people? It's just not one fucking crowd, okay? How is he going to convince them?
Tous les gens qui sont en train d'hésiter un petit peu, on va continuer d'essayer de les convaincre.
But there are also people who are vehemently opposed to vaccination. Well, that's a broad statement because you can't include an experimental gene therapy under mRNA technology, which technically has never been fully, I don't know if license is the right word, but you know, where they can sell it out into the public, okay? It's still through being done through cancer clinics and people who have sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is, I think that's what it's called, right? And it's all through experiments that haven't been licensed to be put out into the general public, outside of what they've done with this inoculation, to which they brought it in through the back door, right? Through another similar type injection, whereas that one's not being used, but this one followed in through that door, right? And because everything's been classified an emergency, that's how they got away with it, and they've just labeled what they're doing as this. So when you think of vaccination, by default, you're going to think about children's vaccinations for, whooping cough and all that other stuff, just the general, right? The general that you kind of go when they're babies, and then when they're toddlers, and then when they're coming into adolescence, and then, right? This is not like that. This is, well, we all know that, though. I don't need to explain that part. Okay, hold on.
Mais il y a aussi des gens qui sont farouchement opposés à la vaccination.
These are the extremists. Okay, this is supposed to be a leader of 37 million people who do not believe in science, assuming that that's Trudeau, because he doesn't look like Trudeau. So I don't know who that person is, really. I mean, he could be a governor of Quebec for all I know. Well, not a governor, but a premier. Maybe he's the premier of Quebec.
Sont extrémistes, qui croient pas dans la science, qui sont souvent misogynes.
Who are often misogynists, often racist too. Well, you can't accuse somebody of being racist because of a medical procedure, basically, that they don't want. That has nothing to do with race, okay?
Souvent raciste.
It is
aussi, c'est une petite,
a sect. So he's accusing people that don't agree with him of being like an occult, a small group. He's putting it out there that because the group is so small, somehow it makes it okay, I don't want to say attack, but basically point fingers at, but who are taking up space. That's what pissed me off, people. Bring it on, motherfucker. Okay? Because now you're stepping into the realm of my grandson, to whom I know, just by the way of your character, that you don't give a rat's ass about. So why don't you step down and let a real man take the lead? Seriously. If that's Trudeau. Okay? Okay? I almost lost my grandson yesterday. And I know what's in store for him because of people like you. Okay? And I will fight you all the way, tooth and nail. Mark my words. I almost want to say, take your experiment and shove it up your ass.
petit groupe, mais qui prend de la place.
Oh, I was watching a video today, listening to it, and there's lots of tie-ins into how Canada is directly benefiting from pushing this out into the globe in terms of ching-ching, ching-ching, ching-ching for every shot that somebody gets across the fucking globe. If that isn't corrupt, I don't know what is. Now, whether that's true or not, well, that's up for the lawyers and those kind of people to figure it out. And they're already on that trail, okay? My grandson doesn't take up space under any circumstances. And being that he's the most vulnerable in society, and you want to go on the attack against me because I don't agree with your politics, your global politics, as the truth trickles out into the general population? Okay.
Et là, il faut faire un choix en tant que...
And here we have to make a choice as a leader, as a country. Don't include me into your freaking rotten, stinking fucking country, okay? Well, it's not the first time I called Canada a stinking, rotten fucking country. More like the new Congo. Because of the likes of you and your type, people.
leader en tant que pays, est-ce qu'on tolère?
Do we tolerate these people? Oh, wow, what? You not going to tolerate someone like me and my grandkids? Well, it's already a given. Right? As you accuse me of being a racist. Yeah, okay. And then he comes in with his cross-eyed, his devil eyes. Okay, this is where I come in with zooming in. That's a devil eye, people. Okay? Nothing matching up there. Okay? Take it to exposure. You'd be surprised what you might see. But you see, here's the thing. This is something that I've noticed about what's going on the internet. Now, I know my eyes are bad, and wearing dollar store glasses doesn't help. But with them changing the speed, and the resolution, they've what do you call it? They've blurred these videos, so it's harder to see. It's not as clear as it used to be like the good old days. Everybody is experiencing that problem, right? We're being downsized with the bandwidth. Do we tolerate these people, or do we say, let's see? Because most people, 80% of Quebecers did the right thing. That is, they got vaccinated. Okay. He's being misleading. Because what we're experiencing is not a true vaccine. It's an analog that was created by a chemist and a computer. And then chemicals were used to make it. Okay? It's not a vector vaccine that was grown in an egg from an actual pathogen.
Des Québécois ont fait ce qu'il fallait faire, se sont fait vacciner, on veut...
We want to get back to the things we like doing. Well, nothing is stopping the 80% except maybe someone like you. Does that look like him? No. No, it doesn't, people. He's got a messed up... This eye is really... And that's not the first time I've noticed this with this individual, okay? Gaslighting. And these people who are not going to block us now. That's that blaming the victim, right? Go into my videos. It's pretty common among individuals like that, right? That's the only way they can sustain themselves and thrive, is by attacking and putting down others and making others the villain, when in fact it's others who are being injured by the villain. Assuming that's Trudeau. Okay. Okay, we don't always know these things, okay? I think I made a mistake. It was melting fine. I took out, you can see. This is not melting, no. I think I took out all the oil. So I'm going to have to put everything into the big bowl now. Okay, I'm just going to take this, put it all in here. It's not even really melting in here. A little bit, barely. This one, nothing. Just barely. Okay? And then I'm going to pour everything back, and then I'm going to put it back in the oven. I'm going to let it all melt together, blend it all up. Because I think this is more like fiber, where this is more like the oil, right? So it's kind of defeating the purpose. I'm separating the two here, and you don't want that. So I'm just letting you know, if you ever do anything like that, keep that in mind, right? Okay, so you can see what happened. I thought the whole thing was going to melt like that, but it didn't. I'm not very keen on this stuff. But if you notice, it's already starting to solidify on the bottom. Right? But I want to kind of, I don't know. I'm going to try it this way. I'm going to mix it all up again. I'm going to put it back in the oven, but only this time it's nice glass. So it can sit. Right? Versus being in plastic, right? So you just want to heat it up long enough in the, there's a little speck. Do you see? What's on that?
I'm not doing it for the Russians, and the Russians aren't doing it for me.
Okay, and I'm going to pour those other ones in there. I put those jars back in there, right? Probably put that jar in there as well. And I'll just figure it out, and then, yeah. It's already 12:30 at night. I'm kind of tired. I'm going to be doing basement tomorrow, but I just want to get on with stuff, right? Get this all, put away nicely, eh? Hold on. Okay, you can't get frustrated with stuff like this, okay? Because, sometimes it's trial and error. Obviously, if I put that in there, it's going to be too full. So I had to bring out another bowl, right? Already, I can see it's making a difference, all right? Now I'm going to start another bowl. This one is already started to, I can feel it. It's heavy. Where the other one was mostly just oil. So I think before you jar them up, honestly, just from this situation here, see it's coming out, eh? I'm gonna have to put that in there, and then mix things around. Put them in the oven. I'm gonna lower this down just a bit before I put it in the oven, right? And just get it completely, really just hot, right? Just heat it up and melt this stuff as much as you can, right? And take it out as soon as it's ready. It can start to slip out, right? Put it in a glass thick bowl and put it in the fridge, in the oven. Throw your jars back in there. But now that you know what you have to do, you won't have to do what I'm doing, okay? I'm keeping them hot, right? Okay? I don't know, I'll be up till 4 o'clock in the morning doing this. I just seen another little speck. Hold on a minute. Okay, so before you put it in the oven, okay, this is, you can see. Take a knife and, fold it in, and cut it, and break it up, and, okay? Work fast, too, okay? And then put it further back, if you can. This one is a little smaller, so I'm going to put this one. I can't pick this one up with one hand. I'm going to put it a little further back. If you notice, I got the jars a little further back, okay? I got it at 175, but I think I'm going to turn it up just a little bit, and so we can get on with it. Hold on. Oh, boy. I think I messed this up. I'm going to have to order some more. I put it in the oven, right? Had it on 190. I thought I'd lay down on the couch for a half an hour. Oh, my. What a mistake that was, people. I fell asleep. So, it's been dehydrating. So now it's, I don't know, it's really, tastes, I don't know, it's not the same. Okay, change of plans. See what I have? I have other ones around the house. These, I don't know about. I changed the makeup of it. I left it in the oven at 190 because I turned it up a little bit, trying to just mix it all up, And oh boy, I tell you, I've been so tired. So I lay down on the couch thinking, oh, I'll just lay here for a half an hour. Was listening to something on the computer. Oh boy, I fell asleep. I slept for about 4 or 5 hours. And that's all it took to change this in the oven. 190. You can see the color is already different. Right, you can see it. Not much, but slightly. Right? So, the heat is making it, because they've been in the oven for a long time, right? So anyway, I think maybe what I'll do, all I did was make a greasy mess. So, this is gritty now. Where's my fingers? It's gritty now. I don't know if you can see that. Because it has coconut fiber in it, right? So, this would be, if you don't like the taste of it, which, I don't know, I changed it, people. I left it in the oven too long. On dehydrating mode yet. At 190 is to dehydrate. I had it at 175. I was just speeding up the process, and I laid down, and oh my god. Anyway, it's thick. It's not as smooth as it was before, and it's a little more gritty. And you can see it. You can feel it. I don't know if you can see it, but I can definitely feel it. Because it has real coconut in it, right? So maybe what I'll do, since I'm starting to look old, maybe I'll use that as a face scrub or something. Or body cream for Amari. I don't know. I don't think my son is going to like it. It's not the same. But before I throw it out, I use it for, because it would be nice for that. I mean, if there was nothing else to eat, then yeah, I suppose I would incorporate it into foods. But I don't need to, because I have these and other ones. This one's an oil. Right? So, at some point, I will order it again. And I'll do it like I should have waited. Because I'm tired, right? I should have known better. But I didn't know how long it was going to take, people. You see, that's the thing. I didn't know I was going to start mucking it around. You know what I'm saying? You've seen that, right? So, just, we don't know these things until we try. So I'm just going to use that for moisturizer. I'll give maybe a jar to Tisha, and she can use it to wash her face first. Put that on your face, give it a good scrub, right? Or wash your face a little bit, put this on your face, then give it a good scrub, then rinse it off, because you'll feel it, because it has grit in it. So that will get into the pores and loosen up the pores. So wash your face, just splash your face with some water, wash off the dust a bit, and then put that on, scrub it around, and rinse it off. And you can, Tisha's, she's got black skin, so skin gets dry, right? My skin never gets dry. My skin, I don't get dry skin. Amari gets dry skin. So maybe I'll use this as a skin something. And we got the backup. Here's some of that stuff left on the knife. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to taste this. Just making everything greasy. Well, mind you, that's like that too. It's like that too. It tastes almost the same. Gritty. I can feel. Here's. It hasn't been in the oven, right? Yeah. It's the same texture. It's the same texture. So the texture is almost the same. Honestly, it tastes almost the same. So it's fine, right? I'll just give to the kids. They can do what they want with it. I'll give one to a Marcane first. Tell him what I did. He'll cook with it. I can cook with it. I'll give one to Tisha. She can either cook with it or she can use it on her face. And then we'll just see what happens with the rest of them. Okay, so we're starting fresh here. This stuff, I kind of caramelized it. I think it's going to be more for body. I suppose you could cook with it, but outside of that, I wouldn't mix it into any food. I just had it on the oven for too long. Anyway, this is oil. Okay. I don't know what the calories are on this. Let's take a look. 1 tablespoon of this is 130 calories. So let's taste it. Now this is oil. This isn't butter. Well, it tastes like coconut. That still tastes like coconut too. It's just I caramelized it, right? So this is what I'm thinking. I got some broccoli. I'll cook that up. I guess I'll put a tablespoon of that. That's a lot, but or at least a teaspoon. And then some butter. I was going to put butter in it because butter tastes better, right? We don't eat a lot of coconut. Andre fries with this. This is something I bought back in the day. I will fry with that. That's okay. That's what we use for frying. Right? Okay. This is a new one though. I just opened it now. So, and then I was thinking, hold on. I'm all paranoid now, people. Like seriously. You don't know. Right? Because I don't want to go through that again. I don't want Amari to go through that again. And that's the thing though. I think we're going to be facing that issue off and on throughout his life. And it's going to be very frightening. So in the meantime, you can't let that fear get in the way, right? So he will eat sardines with this. I like this too. Right? I brought this out because the one in the fridge is almost empty. So, let's talk calories. Keep those, you know what, at bay, right? So for 1 can, it's 84 grams. It's 170 calories for 1 can. So a half a can is 85 calories. I don't know if I can get him to eat a half a can with mayonnaise in one sitting. In one sitting, that is. I'll mix it up and I'll give it, and this is in soya oil, right? So what I'll do is I'll take half a can, I'll mix it up with mayonnaise for him, and I'll offer it to him and see how much he'll eat. And what he doesn't finish, I can give to him maybe later on tonight with sweet potato. Okay? Because I'm thinking sardines would be easy to digest. But even if you give him foods like this, people, I don't know, it just piles up in his gut, right? Because he kind of had that issue when he was a baby, even before he started getting these drinks, right? You know, but these drinks, they made it worse, like they really, really did. And then once I brought in this powder, I've been using this powder for the last couple of weeks because I get that pressure, you know, from over there to do that. And look what happened. Like, seriously. Like, it's not fair. It's not fair because it brings people like me to a state of being freaking petrified to do anything. But you can't, you know. It just makes me think of that loosh harvesting, right? You know, that ongoing, never-ending loosh harvesting. That's why children get injured at birth. So there's something to harvest after the fact. Whatever. Anyway, I'm probably still in shock. Seriously. So I'm going to mix up a half a can of this. And this is where I should write down the calories as I'm trying to figure it out. And then this, 1 tablespoon is 100 calories. So I normally give him a little more than 1 tablespoon. Like if I mix up if I do a boiled egg, I know it's probably more than a tablespoon because you have to get that consistency. It might be 2 tablespoons, but he might not eat the whole egg at one sitting, right? Is this easy to digest, people? I don't know. So we got that. And then we've got the broccoli with, I guess, a tablespoon of this and some butter. I'll mix a tablespoon of, see, it's just so greasy, right? Everything's just greasy. I'll mix a tablespoon of this with a tablespoon of butter in his portion. And again, if he doesn't eat it all in one sitting, I can give it to him later with the sweet potato or something. And if, you know, this is where these powder, like that dehydrated sweet potato, it would be so easy to cook that up. But I still have, so. Anyway, I'm just freaking out here. That's all I'm doing. I'm freaking out. Right? I don't know. And then here's some apple juice, nice and cold, in my room from 2016. Get back into these apple juices so I can free up some jars. So when the apples come this year, I can make some fresh apple juice. And then we got some peaches from 2015. And these are going to be good, good, good. So let me see what I can do. So anyway, I'm doing these peaches right now. Because they're so old, they're a little dark, but they're still good, eh? Huh? Their texture held up pretty good after all these years. Yeah. They're in a nice jar, too. Yeah. So you get some of that. I'm having like huge panic attacks here, people. Right? You don't know. Like, this is, I don't know. I lost the lid. What did I do with the lid? I already lost the lid. Now, I used more than 2 tablespoons because, first of all, I like lots of mayonnaise in mine. I took half of it for a sandwich. See, that right there is too much for Amari at one time. I know it. It's just too much. So, for the one sitting, I could maybe go half of that. And when I did the mayonnaise, I just took a spoon like that, right? So I know it's more than 4 tablespoons in terms of like one of those, right? Pretty close, but see, this is where I have a hard time narrowing it down with the calories, right? I'm eating a sardine sandwich. So what I'll do, I'll give them half for now. With the broccoli, with a little bit of that olive oil, and a little bit of butter and salt for taste. And the peaches. Between those food groups, but I don't know. His gut flora isn't working. I don't know what to do. I'm scared. More so than I've ever been. I don't like that feeling. A lot of it comes from that pressure, right? To fatten them up. Look what it got me. It wasn't good. Wasn't good. So I'm at the end of this video. Well, that's only, I don't want to over, like I said, we don't normally eat a lot of coconut. So I don't want to completely overwhelm them with it. Right now there is a bit of butter in the pot. Right, I'm trying to combine the two. So now you have to mash it. Right. I have to taste it with this oil. Oh boy, I'll be right back. Okay, so that's it. Obviously sardines with mayonnaise, peaches, and then you can kind of taste the coconut. I don't want to overwhelm them with it, right? I don't need to put salt on there because there's already salt in the mayonnaise, okay, and probably in the sardines as well. You can kind of taste the coconut in it. I don't want to eat his food, but we'll see if he eats it. Okay, because that will be a new taste for him, because that's something once in a while, blue moon, will only fry in. So hold on. Okay, we're going to see. We'll see. Hey, Marie? What? Yeah, you know, eh? What to start with. We'll start with the sardines. I don't want to give you anything sweet just yet. Because if he thinks all he's going to get is sweet, he'll only want to eat the sweet. So we're going to mix the broccoli
I think I'm doing it right.
in a little bit with the sardines. And you can hear what I'm doing. And we start off with just little bites to start. Now this is grainy with the broccoli.
Look at mine.
Right, so you know there's that possibility of gagging. There you go.
I already looked at yours.
Sardines. Yeah, what is it? It's not sweet, is it?
Nine
No,
Vanderbilts.
it's not sweet. Not everything has to be sweet. Okay? Right? I battle that sweet tooth. Come on. Not everything has to be sweet. You like sardines. You've had them before. They're good with mayonnaise.
I changed my settings.
And that's just broccoli.
To edit settings.
Come on. There. Oh, good boy. Oh, good boy.
Am I higher?
Okay, let's see if we can get you to eat up all this. No fear. Even though Nana's the one that's shaking in her boots, right? I don't know.
Sorry.
I'm trying to pick things that are easy to digest, people. And I'm trying to blend them up together so they can, I don't know. Okay, so he likes broccoli with a little bit of coconut and sardines with mayonnaise. He likes salmon too. Yes, he does. That's why I want to can up that black cod.
Oh.
Right, because black cod, he'd like this with this too, like this, eh?
Don't look up.
Good boy. And the black cod would be canned in olive oil, so we still have to do that. But I can't do that. I can't do that until I'm caught up with other stuff because I was rushing with that coconut butter last night, and look what I did. I should have known better. Right? I told myself, oh no, you'll just lay down for 20 minutes. You just want to warm it up for a little while longer. 20 minutes.
So you fell asleep.
Oh, I sure did.
And Amara was just up.
No, well, he was in the bed.
Yeah.
That's because he's a night owl. That's why. He does that. He's been like that ever since he's been little. Good boy. And he, again, hardly ever bites the spoon.
Good.
So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking some of this and some of this and I'm just mixing them together. Now let's see if we can just give him broccoli by itself. It's a little grainy. You want to try it? I don't want you choking on it. Little bites. Oh, what? You can tell you noticed it. Oh, you didn't like that, eh? Oh, you like, see, he liked the sardine. Okay, there you go, there you go. Ah, here's some sardine. There. Mix it in. He liked the sardines, people. Yes, he did. He likes them together. You see what? Okay, yeah, Nana, do it that. Okay. All right, okay. He's been a little sensitive with me today. Yeah, you're fine. Oh, okay, okay. I'll give it to the way you like it, okay? I don't always know. Right? You want more? More? More?
Yeah.
I should, when he's eating and he's doing good, I can't draw attention to it. Yeah? Okay, there you go. That's what you like. You liked it the way I was giving it to you. All right. As long as we get it in the tummy, right? And of course, I myself just like to go with smaller bites.
How am I higher than you?
Because, so you know, it just, an extra 5 minutes. Yeah. You like it. See, he likes it. He didn't like it when I just gave him straight up broccoli by itself. I didn't think he would.
I didn't change the
because it's grainy, right?
It still
It tastes different. He likes sardines with mayonnaise.
Yeah, I'm going to eat.
Are you getting demanding? You want? Yeah. I'm not even near the peaches yet. Shall we try peaches? You want to try peaches? Here, try this. It's different. See? What's that?
What are you doing?
That's peaches. Nana made those peaches long time ago. I was looking for pears, but
I almost just
I
fell.
couldn't see that far back. I didn't have a flashlight. I was looking for the pears
Oh God.
that I made in 2015 from my pear tree when it used to produce 10 bowls of pears before the guy chopped it in half. See, he likes the peaches. That's good. So now we're going to go back to the sardines with the broccoli.
Did you reset it?
Okay, because he'll eat it that way,
Huh?
but he doesn't like broccoli by itself. You've seen that.
Me too.
No whining. Don't whine. Okay, you
Now
gotta
we
talk.
have the 1v1.
Oh yeah. Oh, you see, I gave him the peaches, and now he's crying for peaches. That's what it is. Hey. Good
It's probably gonna
boy.
be terrible.
Yeah. I don't want to. No, because you're fine. Yeah. Here you go. Good stuff.
Okay, this is confusing.
He wants the peaches.
Right now?
No peaches. You don't. Whining is a new thing with him. I guess you could say it's a milestone.
Here. I want to see the sword. Come to me.
Yeah.
Come to me.
Yeah. Every little kid learns to whine. Every little kid learns to
Change
whine.
all my settings, okay?
Yes, they
Ready?
do.
Here, I'm going to see if you
Yes,
are.
they do. Every little kid learns to whine. I have never met a kid that didn't whine.
It works.
No. Come on, this is the good stuff, okay? All right, this is the one that has the most calories. Although the peaches probably have some calories too. And we want Andre, be quiet. I don't want to compete with you. And we want to make sure you get this broccoli with that little bit of coconut oil, okay? Because I'm afraid if I just give you sardines, I don't know, maybe it will clog you up. See, I'm afraid anything I feed him now is going to clog him up. Yeah. I know I shouldn't feel like that, but I do.
Okay.
I hate living my life in fucking fear all the time.
Okay, I'm very far away now.
If it's not one thing, it's something else. It's so stupid already. There you go. So there, you see, I should have just kept doing what I was doing. Because as soon as I give him peaches, he'll whine for peaches. Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think that sardines, broccoli, lots of mayonnaise, a little bit of,
No, you go far
what is
away,
that,
okay?
coconut
You go far
oil,
away.
and a little bit of butter, do you think that's going to clog them up,
Hey, you got to go
people?
far away.
Make everything back
No.
up?
No.
What do you think?
Go second time.
I don't know. All right.
Get
Now,
over there.
tonight, I could give him a bit more bran with something.
2,
Right.
1,
Because when I used to give him bran all the time, that was kind of helpful, but
1.
that slowed down for a little while, too.
Hey, where are you?
All right. I'm just wondering what's going to happen when the grocery stores really run out.
Ready?
Now, mind you, I've got lots of food in this house, but still. Oh. So, you see, he's just gobbling it up, you can see. All right, so, as long as you mix the two together, he can eat it. Try and give him broccoli by itself. Well, you've seen what happened. All right. Is this going to be constipating? I don't know. No, I'm not giving you yet peaches because I want you to eat just a bit more of this. If I give you the peaches, you won't want to. Don't. Right. Hey. Oh boy. Hold on. See, this is what I don't like about this chair.
What happened?
Oh my. These little things, they lock
Oh my
in
God,
on
my
them.
settings are messed up right now.
They can't
I think I
even
broke
move
my
them
whole
forward.
settings.
That's why I normally don't feed them in here. Because, you know, you just don't know, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just, you just don't know. You always have to have that Hardest deal, be
Damn,
on
broke my
guard.
settings. I broke my settings.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Really, now I'm spectating you. Thanks a lot.
Oh boy.
Thanks a lot.
Shall we give you a bit of peaches for a bit? Let's give you a bit of peaches.
Great, I'm spectating you. Great, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Those peaches are good, aren't they? I know they are. Yeah.
You made
You
me
like
spectate
those
you
Nana's
now.
peaches.
I don't want to spectate you.
See? Canning works, people. Okay. It really, really does. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to go back to what we
Mm. Okay, now we're going to go back to the mayonnaise, the sardines. There you go.
Hold on.
You can do. Hey, you can't just eat peaches. No, I know that's all you want, but you can't. Okay, there's no calories much in peaches. Okay? See? Okay, good boy. Come on. He's waiting for peaches, people. Oh boy. Do you see the kind of stress I work under here? Okay, don't choke on that. I don't know if you had food in your mouth or what. Okay? Don't choke. That was a big bite.
You know what is
That was too big. He doesn't always swallow it right away.
Ready up.
Yeah, you ready? Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
He lets me know. When he's sitting on the couch, he'll move forward with his mouth open. He'll go. He'll chase the spoon. He tries to do that.
I think so. I don't know.
Scared me one time. Almost pushed, went to try, right? Because he's, getting more active, right? Come on, this is the stuff that you need the most, okay? I can't just, I don't know.
Oh wait, no. Just
Just a bit more, and then I'll give you some more peaches.
You have NOS. You do know that, right? Oh, that was the bad.
That's good stuff. I know.
Oh.
I like sardines too.
I'm stuck in water.
I'm
I'm stuck in
lucky.
water.
He'll eat
Come on.
sardines.
No.
He'll eat
No, natural-footed.
salmon. We don't eat a lot of tuna, but I have it. He'll probably eat it too. I can't remember. That's how long it's been since we've had tuna.
This is not
He'll
as
eat,
much as-
what else is it? Liver. He doesn't mind chicken liver, beef liver,
I know, like first person more.
right? Obviously, I give him the livers when I do
Flew off the edge.
for the vitamins and the minerals and that kind of stuff. So for that, I'm very grateful. So we're almost done. Oh. There you go. So now you have to be one step ahead of the game, and you got to think what you're going to feed him next.
I did a spin out. Do not whatever you do not drift.
Move things along, but not necessarily clog them up. Right?
Can you fly off the edge?
He never got one of his drinks today.
Try.
I just need to
No, you
try this for a while. Right? I might give him one tonight. We'll see.
No, this is where your car got stuck.
But I don't. What happens is they gel. They gel up.
Last lap.
And they get really thick. And they dehydrate them.
Damn it, I'm driving backwards.
Okay, so we're almost done. So I snuck in that little bit of coconut oil. He doesn't seem to mind it.
Car accident. Epic.
But he wouldn't eat the broccoli without being combined with something.
No, the engine died.
Right?
Hey. I have a mod where
Okay,
the engine
we're almost
dies.
getting near the end here, and pretty soon it's going to be a bunch of peaches. So now we can start giving you peaches. Here you go.
I have a mod, so...
That's a little bit of everything.
No, my
Okay.
car's not even driving. It's just...
Yeah.
Car's not even driving for me, so...
Yeah, you
just
love those
rolling.
peaches,
Just
don't
rolling
you?
right now.
You can tell, eh? You can tell he likes those peaches. Well, guess what? Nana's got a big jar, so I guess you'll be eating peaches. I don't know if peaches are constipated. But these are seasoned
I don't really
peaches.
know. I think there's different
So.
maps. Or is this the
They're
same
nice
map?
and soft,
I don't really...
but they're still firm. Soft, but still firm.
Stop. Boom.
Look at that. Mmm. Mmm.
Get a job, spider.
So yeah, Trudeau is going to be in this little video. I don't know how long this video is.
Well, you are. You got bit by a spider,
I was
so it means you're a spider.
Just buying time for that coconut, and I end up seeing that stuff from InfoWars with
You already
Trudeau.
won, so...
I tell you, that
You
guy,
won.
that's somebody's impostering him. Yeah. But he's infected with something anyway. Maybe he shape-shifts himself.
I couldn't see there. I was in first person. Oh! Really?
Okay, look at that.
When
That's
you
me,
hit
I'm almost
me,
done
you
now.
get me in person.
I'm just trying to get this last little bit of stuff before I give you the final little bit of... I always try and leave a little extra sweet just as the last few bites.
What do you mean damage? What do you mean damage? What do you
Yeah,
mean damage?
no, here's a problem. Do you see more... Where am I? More green?
Everything's fair
Let's
in
see.
a race.
Let's see if he notices. Yeah, you took that, eh? Okay, good. Go answer the phone quickly.
Hold up. FK. Don't start. Stop it.
There you go.
Hello?
Who is that?
What do you want for the grocery store?
Hold on a minute. Yeah, so, just taking up space, right? I mean, how dare he talk like that to 37 million people? That's a really bad precedence attitude to be putting out there, okay?
We'll see if I can hop in your car while I'm in my
Especially
car.
in
Is that
today's
okay?
society,
I think that's
because,
okay.
people are just so messed up.
In my phones, they still do.
Andre, lower your voice. Okay, now we're getting into peaches. Yeah? Oh, now it's dessert time. Yeah, we're at the very end now of everything.
Can you hop in my car? I'm gonna hop in.
So there you go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
That was a full plate of food,
See
too.
ya, boy.
Now, are sardines constipating? I don't think they would be,
What's fair?
but...
Yeah, it is.
Hey, don't grind your teeth. Was that you grinding your teeth? I don't know what that was.
That is totally fair, yes. Yes, it is. You hit me off the track.
Peaches. Oh, peaches are good.
How's it not feel?
Peaches are good. Yeah.
That's some races. You can trick people. Oh.
Yes.
Okay, we'll come back to the
Peaches are
video.
good.
Fine. How about
There
this?
you
If I put
go.
on the difficult race map,
Uh,
what will you put?
yeah. Everybody's proud of you. Everybody's
Okay.
proud of
I
Amari.
promise.
Except for
is.
maybe Trudeau.
Come back to lobby.
Yeah.
This one you have to wall ride.
And his friends. People like him.
Huh?
Just talking.
You have to do a wall ride.
Look at that,
in this
people.
race. That is a wall ride you have to do.
You ate it. Oh. Look at that.
Yep, race cars. Lamborghinis.
All done.
And they don't have.
And now I'm going to go
they
get
don't
you
have
some apple juice. I'm going to open up that
They
apple
always spin
juice and
out.
I'm going to check it. And I bet it's going to be really, really good. And you can have
I go
some of that.
fast.
Or water.
Oh no, no.
Yeah, I have to
options.
change this
Thank
water.
you, Epic Games. Thank you.
I'm going to go change this water and wash the nipple
I'll
and
show you
give
what
you
you have to
some
do, okay? Just
water
follow
to
my
wash
lead,
it
okay?
down first. That's what I'm going to do.
You know where to sign it. Oh no, you did not finish.
Good boy, Maury.